Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams. Old Trafford once again bore witness to the resilience of Manchester United. They fell behind, their concentration was questioned, yet in the end, the Red Devils came from behind to defeat Crystal Palace 2-1 and climb to third place in the Premier League table. The hero? Bruno Fernandes, the maverick artist. But the key to victory? Harry Maguire, rated 8 out of 10, and the defensive foundation of the comeback. Today, we break down the entire match, tactics, key moments, standout performers, and 5 major takeaways from the win. Match summary. Palace stunned Old Trafford when Maxence Lacroix headed home from a corner, a goal that exposed United's slack marking at set pieces. In the first half, Palace defended compactly and denied the hosts any real space to operate. The turning point arrived after the interval. Matheus Cunha was fouled inside the penalty area. Palace were reduced to 10 men and conceded a penalty. Bruno Fernandes equalized from the spot. Minutes later, Bruno turned provider as Benjamin Sesko headed home to make it 2-1. With the numerical advantage, United controlled the remainder of the match and saw out the victory professionally. Manchester United player ratings. Sene Lammens, 7 out of 10. Produced a fine save to deny Sarr, displayed good sweeping ability and composure with the ball at his feet. Had no chance with the close-range header for Palace's goal. Diogo Dalot, 4 out of 10. A below-par performance. Several unnecessary misplaced passes. Weak defensively in key moments. Improved slightly in the second half, but overall a disappointing outing. Harry Maguire, 8 out of 10. United's most important defensive figure. Maintained composure when Palace were on top. Shielded the backline after United took the lead. Covered gaps left by teammates' mistakes. Not flashy, but absolutely fundamental to preserving the win. Leny Yoro, 3 out of 10. A high-pressure performance. Lost track of Lacroix for the opening goal. Committed several unnecessary fouls afterwards. Clear signs that the earlier mistake affected him mentally. Luke Shaw, 3 out of 10. Before being forced off in the 22nd minute with a foot injury, he looked off the pace. The injury could rule him out of the upcoming clash with Newcastle. Casemiro, 6.5 out of 10. Missed a golden opportunity from a set piece in the first half. Otherwise steady, contributing well in ball recovery once United had the extra man. Kobbie Mainoo, 6 out of 10. Struggled against Wharton and Kamada in the first half. Improved notably once Palace were reduced to 10 men. Bruno Fernandes, 8 out of 10. Quiet and frustrated in the first half, explosive in the second. Calmly converted the penalty, delivered a precise cross for Sesko's winner. A true captain when the team needed leadership. Bryan Mbeumo, 5 out of 10. Found himself in promising attacking positions but lacked precision in the final ball. Matheus Cunha, 5 out of 10. Relatively anonymous out wide. However, he won the decisive penalty that shifted the momentum. Benjamin Sesko, 7 out of 10. Barely involved in the first half, but when his moment arrived, he took it clinically. His header for 2-1 underlined his outstanding form. Substitutes. Noussair Mazraoui, 5 out of 10. Shaky start after replacing Shaw, steadied in the second half. Ahmad, 7 out of 10. Injected pace and sharpness, tested Henderson with a fierce long-range effort. Joshua Zirkzee, 5 out of 10. Struggled with the opposition's physicality and tempo. Aiden Heaven, 5 out of 10. Booked for a professional foul during a Palace counterattack. 5 things learned from the match. Leny Yoro has yet to redeem himself. In the reverse fixture, Yoro conceded a penalty against Palace. This time, he was directly responsible for the opening goal. It was an opportunity to respond, but pressure appeared to dent his confidence instead. Luke Shaw's injury is a worrying sign. Shaw had started every Premier League game this season. That rare spell of consistency now looks in jeopardy. With Newcastle looming, United may lack experience on the left flank. Benjamin Sesko is in red-hot form. 4 goals in his last 5 Premier League matches, 9 for the season. Whenever United needs a goal, Sesko delivers. He is making a compelling case to be the undisputed first-choice striker. Bruno Fernandes remains the penalty king. Since arriving in Manchester in 2020, Bruno has built an exceptional record from the spot. Facing Dean Henderson, a former teammate familiar with his technique, he still coolly sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Class and composure. Michael Carrick outclassed Oliver Glasner. Michael Carrick has now secured 6 wins in his first 7 matches as interim head coach. Glasner made a strong start through set-piece organization, but failed to respond once United raised the tempo. Carrick's second-half adjustments and motivational influence proved decisive. If this was a head-to-head between 2 candidates for the long-term job, Carrick just made a powerful statement. United 2-1. 11 consecutive unbeaten Premier League matches, 3rd place in the Premier League table. Not a perfect victory, but one that demonstrated the spirit of a comeback, leaders stepping up at the right moment, and a coach proving his credentials day by day. Old Trafford continues to believe. What rating would you give Bruno? Does Maguire deserve man of the match? Is Euro struggling under too much pressure? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you believe Carrick deserves the permanent job, comment Carrick in. Do not forget, like the video, subscribe for weekly in-depth analysis, and share to keep the debate going. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.